Welcome back to Streaming Star. Are you ready for this? People have been waiting for this movie for more than a decade. People are loving it so far, and a plethora of great reviews are surely a testament of that. With the same zeal and zest, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence get back at it, the sizzling duo is coming to bust your gut while you laugh. This film promises its fans what they needed more of, so let's dive right in and see what it's all about. Number 9, the chemistry between Mark and Marcus. The chemistry between the two bad boys is what drives the franchise mainly. Smith is the playful one, while Lawrence the literal opposite, trying to secure a safe future and worried about retirement plans. Smith and Lawrence somehow made the characters even more relatable and had no difficulty in adjusting the roles to fit for this time around. The classic comedy plus the car crashing gives it all the fun break that everyone needs and deserves when they need to go to the movies after a long break. After the first 1995 Bad Boys, it just keeps getting better, and this hottest piece from the same franchise maintained the same level of sizzle with the fans. Number 8. Car crashes, comedy, what else? Not all reviews are golden sparkles. For fans who have been waiting for a third part for over a decade, they saw nothing different. It's like the Hangover series all over again. The same repetitive storyline, same car slamming, and comedy. The old fans were not really moved per se. For those wanting to see more to the lives of the characters, they only got to see yet another industrial attempt at resuscitating the franchise. It was more of an attempt to lure the audience in for the sake of making more money out of a dead-end series, and a lot of fans fell for it. Number 7. References for previous parts. Some movie series are impossible to watch without viewing their older parts. Bad Boys for Life, however, is entertaining for both new and old audiences. It has understandable comedy, and there are a few references which takes back the old audience for a stroll down the memory lane. For example, Marcus complains about how hard the lyrics for the Bad Boy theme song are, even though he's the one who wrote them, just like he did in the second part. Then he makes a crack about his one good butt cheek, which is a reminder of how Mike shot his butt in the second movie. Number 6. Relatable to date. When you become a fan of a certain movie, you always wonder what type of people relate to particular characters. The Bad Boys for Life movie managed to keep it relatable for the majority of the audience. This time, Lawrence is more of a family man, thinking of giving up on the adrenaline rush out of love for his family, while Mike comes across an old rival who challenges him to vengeance. In this movie, the aftermath is real and relatable, unlike the second part of the series where Mike and Marcus alone take on Cuba. Number 5. Who's the real deal? It's given that Will Smith is the director of the movie, and therefore he will have more to give on screen. Despite this, however, Lawrence should have had an equal and fair shot at the very least to be remotely similar of what he was in the previous parts of the series. Now Lawrence is just a playing it safe kind of guy, while Smith does all the bad boy stuff. Sad to say, Lawrence was deported from being a tough cop in the first Bad Boys movie to a mere sidekick in Bad Boys for Life. Number 4. Forgettable storyline. It's understood that the action sequence is what the director is known for, but this movie was only action and had a very forgettable storyline. If you minus the action bits from it, there's really nothing much holding on to it. The same 1990s cliche of the last mission of a washed-up cop is no longer exciting in the new 2021, where we've seen way too many of this already. In the times that have seen the likes of Inception, Matrix, etc., we needed a change, at least something different about the last mission. However, this is pretty much what the fans wanted, but we can't say much until the movie's officially released and out in the wild. Number 3. It has come a long way. The first movie in the franchise was 25 years ago. Now Smith and Lawrence are both over 50. It would have been weird if they tried to impersonate their characters from over 2 decades ago. In Bad Boys for Life, they managed to gracefully add a certain maturity to their characters, as well as keeping it relevant to the movie. This recent release also came a long way, judging all the racism and homophobia behind. Now it's a lot more politically correct. When Mike dismisses the kids in the ammunition as high school musical wannabes, It reminds the audience of how Vanessa Hudgens basically made a huge jump in her career as the lead role in the same movie. Last but not least, Michael Bay is the MC at Marcus's daughter's wedding, giving something to the fans who love him. Number 2, another one in the rolling. There's only so much to a series as you can bear. The third part itself was a misery to wait for. Imagine waiting for more than a decade for a movie like this. If that wasn't enough, fans wanted to see how things would end up in this movie. They decided to take it up a notch and ended the movie on a cliffhanger. Even the old director gave up on the franchise, but God forbid if the actors do. It's just a way to keep the money coming in since they already have a very large established fan base for the movie. And what's more, they think the next part will be a hit too. It's already under the process of being made, so the audience won't have to wait for long as they did for the third part. We'll have to wait and see what happens next, and hopefully the next movie will be the last one. Number 1, major background change. It's hard not to spill information about the storyline while giving a commentary about it. Well, to keep it simple, Mike's character is overly complicated now in this movie, and it doesn't match to his previously established image. In the earlier movies, Mike is a trust fund guy who is serious about his work but cannot hear the word no. In this movie, it becomes apparent that Isabel had more personal reasons for finding Mike, and it takes a big hit on the storyline. It is so severely shocking that even his partner for 25 years, Marcus, didn't even see this coming. Whatever the changes, now it sees Mike's character in a new light, which makes the story incoherent. I hope this movie makes it huge because everyone waited for this literally for a decade. 17th January, here we come. Give us your thoughts about this movie so far in the comments section below, while also leaving a like and subscribing to our channel for more awesome content in the future. Also, don't forget to watch those 2 videos on your screen. Until next time guys, take care and goodbye.